In JavaScript, you could combine multiple variables together to create one string. So in this example, you'll see I'm combining two string values. I have a myString1, which is outputting what are you doing, and then I have a myString2 with a value of I am learning how to code. Then I have an alert pop-up, which we'll learn more about in future lessons, that is outputting the myString1 combined with the myString2. And we combine two strings with the plus sign, which could be a little bit confusing because you think of using a plus sign to add two values together, but when you're actually wanting to combine two strings in JavaScript, you use the plus sign to combine those two strings. Let's demo this. Okay, here it's popping up my first string combined with my second string. This looks a little weird though because you would expect a space after that question mark. So what we can do in this case is we can combine with an empty quote. We can combine the first string with an empty quote, and then we can combine that empty quote with our second string, and this will create a space. Let's test that. Okay, that looks better. Or what we could simply do is create a space like that in front of our second string and just combine it once. That works too. Okay, you can also combine strings with numbers. So you'll see here I have added two number variables, one with a value of 10 and the second one with a value of 5. For this demo, let's combine another empty quote and let's combine it with our myNumber1 variable just so you can see how you can combine strings with numbers. Okay. What you can't do though is combine two number variables. Otherwise it's going to add those and give you a value. Let's test that. So let's remove our strings and let's attempt to combine the number1 variable with the number2 variable, and you'll see what happens. It actually gives you a total value. And that's because if you use the plus sign on two number variables, it doesn't combine them. Instead, it adds them. So you can only combine string variables or number with a string variable. You can't combine two number variables. One last little trick I wanted to show you. Let's replace this alert with combining our two strings again, but I'm adding this right here. /n, and what that's going to do is it's going to separate these two strings on separate lines, and that's a handy option if you want to create text on multiple lines when you're combining your strings. Let's demo how that works. So you can see here now both of your strings, your variables, are on separate lines, and that is an overview of how you can combine different variables into one string.